Greeting, traveler.
No time for games.
The end is coming! Who am I?
Change your mind.
You require my assistance? Adingo! We're gonna be rich.
No time for games.
Inferno! Require my assistance? Who am I?
Let me change your mind.
Good evening, everybody. Ooh, there we go. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tavern Talk. My name is Dr. Fish. I am your host for this evening. This is our weekly preview show for all things standard THL series. We have various takes that we're going to be giving throughout the show. Despine, thank you so much for the 2-month subscription. We appreciate it a lot. Thank you, friend. So yeah, let's get going with the introductions. To my right on the screen, we have AFG 1 seed, F2L Black 1 seed, captain of For the Clowns. We have Neji Boston. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. And below both of us, we have Captain Extraordinaire, captain of his own team at Diamond and of the 5 Boxing Wizards, jumping quickly. And Force, I believe you are the Forcey for your hero team as well. We have Diamond. Hello.
Really funny that me and Neji both captain our own teams, and we're both the 4th seed.
Oh yeah.
Feels
True.
Four seed.
Always
Oh,
getting
and
carried.
Neji is the 4th seed for F12 rating as well. We will mention that.
Oh,
We're
true.
both
I'm back.
he and I are both sitting in the 4 seed right now. So Prage for a couple more weeks so we can sit there.
Nice.
True. The
Damn.
meme
Oh,
battle.
Diamond is also the captain of the Pog Merchants. We will mention that as Pace,
Oh, that is true.
as Pace is in the
Mm.
chat.
Yeah, Pace
All
so
right.
unlucky.
Yeah. So
Had to go to.
we are going to try and go through this as pretty much as quick as we can. We want to obviously give good substance, but we want to get the show on the road. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the first match on the screen. We are going into our Hero Series, our last Hero Standing closed decklist format. First match on the docket is my match. I picked no pros here versus anyone playing Maestra. So right off the bat, we do have a result in. KSW has taken a 3-1 win over Posca in the 3 seed. So 1 seed matchup, Agent PWE versus Vino Spumoni. 2 seed matchup, your Mumkhead versus Jammies. 4 seed matchup, Chewbacca versus Yfair. And 5 seed match, Snakefods versus Nomad Farmer. So right off the bat, there is kind of there's a slight difference in team build, where we have kind of more even. We have kind of I'd say a heavier PR bottom, even though Snake and Shu are both fantastic players versus Yfair and Nomad. And then you see Agent PWE versus Vino Spumoni is about a 100 PR difference on paper, but Agent's been playing for so long above 550. I think the matchup I'm most interested here would be the 4 seed and the 2 seed, Jammies versus Ked, and Shu versus Yfair.
What do you think about the classes? Who are you giving the edge to, Fish?
For
For the 2 seed match?
Yeah. Druid, Paladin, Shaman, Warlock versus Mage, Paladin, Shaman, Warlock. Into these specific classes, I see Mage, but I also see Priest on the other side, where Priest is really good into Mage. So even if Jammies manages to get Mage through against Shaman or Warlock, unless the Priest gets banned, Priest will be able to take a pretty good win there, especially if it's an aggro Shadow Priest. I don't know. I think classes could lead towards Ked, especially with the Druid as well. Into like Paladin, some forms of Shaman and Warlock. It just depends on the Druid deck.
I think especially in close lists, bringing classes like Druid and Priest, like obviously, and even Shaman.
Mhm.
Like Shaman, you can flex, Quest Shaman, Elemental, like they're kind of similar, but kind of different. But stuff like Priest, and even people I know now are playing like Control Priest here and there, so that could be like head tech, and even Druid, right? You're either getting Anacon Druid or you're getting Aggro Druid. There's like they're completely different, and you just can't tell.
Or you're gonna see Cthulhu go in deck and say, "Oh boy."
Exactly. So I'd agree with your analysis on that one. What do you
Yeah.
think, Neji? Where do you think this one's heading? Even though NPH is down, do you think they're winning, or?
I do think they're winning, actually. I think your mom kid's gonna win the 2. I think if he brings the right Druid, I'm not sure if I should say, but I think it'd be pretty devastating for Jammies. Maybe we'll see a Druid ban, you don't know.
Mhm.
First seed, it's close, but I'm gonna give that one to Agent PWE. 4 seed, I would probably lean towards Yfair, but in the 5, I think I would go with Snakefods, which would be a 3-2 for NPH.
Yeah, I can see it going that way. I will favor Ked in the 2 and Agent in the 1. And I mean, I think somebody between Shu and Snakefods is going to win. Snakefods did get his first win of the season last week. So if he can keep riding, if he can take that momentum into this week, he's definitely capable of winning against Nomad Farmer, because he's sitting with a very good record in Legacy, so he has game for sure. And Wyfair is an extremely good player as well, though, for Shu, and um, I'm interested to see. I would probably say Wyfair and Snake, just like Neji, if I came down to it.
I'm probably going Snake Fods is gonna win purely because Tespa announcements have happened. I know he's a big Tespa player, so he's probably training more.
Yeah.
I think Shu's gonna win because Shu loves being the 4-seed All-Star for some reason. That's his pride and glory. Doesn't need to win championships. He needs to be an All-Star. And then I would give it to the rest of NPH, so it'd be a 4-1.
Nice.
But yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, Neji. Nice record you got there.
Okay, chill.
Yeah, I switched the match just over without having on a preview.
You and Fish are actually opposites.
We are, yeah, exactly.
Maybe you guys should swap seeds too.
Neji won last week, and I lost last week, so it's kind of like this whole like Neji's lost every week I won, and I lost the 1 week he won. Luckily, the rest of my team picked me up and got wins. Last week. Looking at it this week. Why don't I let Neji go ahead and talk about the match?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting match. I think just right off the bat, the 1 seed, me and Python are both 1-4, so that's pretty interesting. I was on a team with him last season, and I think he lost like 1 match or like 2 matches the whole season. So to see him 1-4 and myself 1-4, I expect a bit better for myself. So we'll see who can pick up the W and maybe gain some more momentum there. Itachi versus Snake. Itachi's just coming back after, I think, 2 weeks off, right?
Yes.
With all the hurricanes down where he is. But yeah, I think that one's pretty close. I don't know how much Itachi's been playing because obviously he's had to take a break. So, I mean, I'm going to vote for my team and say Itachi's going to win. But it could be close. 3 seed, Rebob and Dr. Bond. Go with Rebob because it's my team, of course. But that one's also pretty close. I don't know how these are 1, 2, and 3 seed matches, by the way. These could all be like 1 seeds, so kind of insane. And then Nice Jewish Owl versus Jespine. Also really close. I think this is going to be, like, if I'm not being biased, I think this is probably going to be like a 3-2 for one of the teams. But I'm going to pick 5-0 for my team. So I'm going to say Nice Jewish Owl wins there. And then Fish versus Judo Chop. Got to pick Fish. 5-0. Easy money. Yeah.
You want to get your biased takes out of the way too, Fish, so then I can give the the unbiased one.
I think Neji versus Python's super close. I want Neji to win because I want to see you continue your streak of winning. You have a very tough opponent up ahead of you. Itachi versus Snake. I think the big factor is going to be how much Itachi, like, I think the classes Itachi picked is good for the fact that he hasn't played, at least in THL, for 2 weeks. I'm sure he's been playing some amount because he does play on his phone quite a bit, so I'm sure he's been keeping up with what's going on. I guess I'll go back to classes on that. Rebob versus BOMD, another super close one. Obviously, I want to see Rebob win, but would not be surprised if BOMD gets the win there either. Owl versus Jespine. I mean, Owl's just gonna sweep. The Paladin's out, and it's gonna sweep. And then myself versus Judo Chop. I don't know. I gotta get back on track. I gotta take the dub this week. And I think this classes are interesting for Itachi versus Snake. I think there's ways that both players can swing it. I think the mage for Snake, even though it's into Shaman and Warlock, that might force an awkward ban for him with the Hunter and Paladin.
Yeah.
All right, time for the unbiased
Sure,
take.
go ahead.
Neji's 1-4. What is he doing? He's floundering around.
You know what?
If you look at his,
unlucky, okay.
If you look at his, he's played like the best 1 seeds.
True.
Yeah, don't worry. It's actually free from here.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. I will say, 2 struggling 1 seeds who I'd say last season were like the top 2 1 seeds. So I'll give it to Neji. He'll get the prep from all of his teams combined. And then I think Itachi's Snake is an interesting one. I think Itachi's. I can't really. I don't know what the. I think Itachi has something up his sleeve for sure. Like he's very. I think he's known for like freaking tricky decks that like look obvious but and closeless but are really good. So then as well, I think BUMD is gonna win for Snakes on the Campaign. I think he's really strong. I think Jespin's gonna win. I'm pretty sure you both said he's gonna lose. The guy's kind of cracked. He
Oh,
beat
he is
me last
cracked.
week.
Yeah, he's
We
pretty
had
cracked.
we had a 5-game rager.
Yeah.
I think it was very close. We both we both talked about it even after the match for like.
I was just channeling my
good-
inner owl for that.
yeah, for sure. But I think it's good. I think it's gonna be weird. They might metagame each other, so I think both
Yeah.
have an idea of what the other's gonna bring, because they both have their pet decks in currently, and they both know about that. So it'll be interesting if they like psych each other out or switch. And then I think you win in the 5 seed fish because you're kind of on fire right now. So I think you're gonna. I think that's a 4-1 F12 black. I believe.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
No, you called BOMD and Jespin, so it's 3-2.
Oh, okay, sorry, 3-2, 3-2. So there we
Yeah,
go.
that's all good.
I called the actual 3-2. But look, we cast a curse your team. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right, now it's time to now it's time to talk about Diamond's team.
Oh, what a great team we have here.
Yeah.
Top of the
this team.
It's a good one. Notice how none of our players. Oh wait, never mind. Mick's losing. God damn it, Mick. I was gonna say no one's losing. Smile.
Not road to 1K anymore.
No, it's already to 2K now.
Yeah.
It's true.
Only story. Yeah, I think just right away, I think Lotus and Justin are winning this week. Those two have been a little bit of an unstoppable duo. So I think they're gonna keep up the good work there. Who else do I think is gonna do well? I think Mick's due for a win too. He's very like close each week, and I think well, I don't know. He's very nice playing Warzone, so he's kind of scaring me with how much Hearthstone he's playing. But normally Mick's like pretty good. I think he's gonna do. I mean, I gotta back myself up. I can't say I'm gonna lose, but I've been doing pretty okay this season. I actually have to see what Oz has brought in the past because I haven't really looked, but I'll get ready. I have an idea of what I want to bring. And then Ruski's just kind of cracked. I think he's gonna be Boolean. Easy 5-0. Not biased.
Nope, not biased.
All right. You're pretty close with your prediction. Your team, like I'd say, I agree. Lotus and Justin should win this week. With JR struggling so much in Hero and Khazgar 0-2. And I think Mick versus Sunday is interesting. I think Mick will actually win that one. But I am, as being friends with Sunday, it wouldn't surprise me. He's pretty cracked. It's just depends on how much he puts into playing and practicing. You versus Oz. I don't know much about Oz at all, and I know you. You swept me last season in Hero.
I did.
You cracked me with you just busted me open with Face Hunter. So I will pick you, but I will pick Boolean in the 5. Boolean's kind of cracked to be playing the 5, to be honest. He's generally a 4 seed. I believe we'll actually be talking about him in a later match. In the 4 seed. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's a 4-1 for your team.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with that. Like, we have one team who's pushing for playoffs and one team is starting to fall out of the playoff race a bit if they don't start picking up a lot of points. So, I think Diamond's team's going to keep rolling. I think we're going to see a 4-1 with the 1, 2, 3, and 4 seed winning, and then I think Boolean's going to win.
Giving Ruski some bulletin material. Thanks, guys.
Like,
I appreciate it.
I mean, I played Ruski and we had a banger of a match. It went all. I think we went all 5. It was intense.
Ruski goes hard in the paint.
Yeah, really. For sure. All right, and I think. I guess I don't really have anything pulled up to see the stats or to see like the standings, but this season kind of feels like it's really kind of heavy at the top, and I think I'm not sure how big the trickle down effect is like last season.
I can give you a quick look at the
Yeah, I'm
standings
gonna
if
pull them up
THL decides
myself.
to.
I know that
I think
Tampams are in last place.
they are
Yeah.
in last place by 7 points.
So
In general, it's a three-way tie for first
mhm.
with Dad Legend, Bowler Jams, and At Diamond.
Yeah, well, Boner Jams has 1 point already. Boner Jams was below you guys as they were.
Okay, and then I'd
Yeah.
say then it's F2L Black,
Yep.
and then everyone else is like in the 70s / high 60s. So it's very close, except
Yeah.
Tan Panthers already
Yeah.
trailing off a bit, which is hopefully they can get back.
Pretty much
but
every team from anyone plays Maestro down to Vote can definitely like push their way up to the can push their way up to the playoffs. And I think F2L, you're at Diamond, Boner Jams, and Dad Legend should, as long as they keep the course, they should be able to make playoffs pretty easily.
6 teams make playoffs?
6. Yeah, like last season.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Hero for right now. And so we're gonna move into our Legacy series. As we've been doing in Legacy every week, I'm gonna swap over. We've been covering one match from each conference, just to give each conference a spotlight. And so the first match that I have, is Chaos Theory versus F2L White, which is in the Red Conference. I picked this match because there's quite a lot of interesting matchups between some of these players. And also seeing the revolving door of F2L White's 1 to 3 seed is always fun to keep up with. But Chaos Theory also looks like they've had a little bit of a seeding change. Lawful Dog now up in the 1, going as Venus Spumoni. We've got Notorious GHP versus Myanodon. Isocles in the 3 versus Rabobson. Risen versus Mad at Arms, and Kodomora versus Totino's Pizza. Very interesting. The screenshot I have doesn't have any classes up, so there's no we can't really predict anything based off classes. I think the 1 seeds is quite interesting, and the 5 seed because Kodomora's pretty cracked. He's been really doing well in the 5 seed since he's come in for the last couple of seasons. But I think the key for Chaos Theory is Lawful Dog, Isocles, and Kodomora getting wins, and GHP, he's been playing, he's pretty good player. And he's moving into the 2. But he's not going up against but he's still going up against a 1 seed, so I think that's a close match. I think I'm gonna give the edge to Lawful Dog. I'll say Myanodon in the 2. Isocles gonna continue winning in the 3. Risen versus Mad at Arms. Mad at Arms having a rough time about it in the 4 seed so far, and if he loses and Totino's wins, then Mad at Arms will be playing down in the 5. And I think that's gonna happen. I think Risen's gonna win, and I think Totino's is gonna win. So I'm giving it overall as a 3-2 for Chaos Theory.
just like the team records.
Yeah, both teams are 3-2, and they're 2 points apart.
Nice. Well, what am I gonna say? I think Lawful, he's as cracked as he is jacked, and he's very jacked. People haven't seen an image of Lawful Dog. Man's really good.
him and Bodybuilder.
True. I would give I think Myanodon will win in the 2 seed because I'm pretty sure he's leading Popeyes in Pro right now. And Legacy and Pro, obviously they're a little different, but they're not the craziest differences. I also think Isocles has something good going on this season, so I'm gonna back him up here. Also gonna back up Risen because I think Mad Arbs is struggling a little bit, and in general Risen's good. Or it's the notion that Risen will.
He's on a 2-game win streak.
Yeah, I think he's gonna make it a 3-game win streak, and I'll also give it to Kodomura as well because I'm pretty sure he went he almost went undefeated last season, a breakout player.
For sure.
Right. What do you think, Neji?
Yeah, it's pretty similar. I think I'm gonna say Rebob wins in the 3 seed, and otherwise I think Chaos Theory wins every other match. So 4-1 again for Chaos Theory.
Nice. Yeah, I can see it. I could see that scenario happening as well.
Yeah, it's a close match. A lot of good players in these two teams.
Definitely. All right. Let's go to our next match. We're going to head to Silver Conference with a match that Neji has picked. Surprisingly, it's not his own match this time.
It's true. Snipe Diamonds match instead.
Nice.
I had to do it. Yeah, we got All Pros Missing versus Not Justin. Good match here. 1 seed, we have Avi versus Mr. Beluga. I've played both of them this season. Both are really good players. I think I'm going to lean towards Mr. Beluga on this one. And 2 seed, we have Cheesy 10 versus Automated Button. I mean, Cheesy's 5-0, so I can't root against that. I'm going to say they win there. 3 seed, Bone Masher versus Pyro. That's close. I'm going to say Pyro for that one. We do have some classes here, so I could try to evaluate it a little bit. In a second, we have Cherub and Jimbo. I'm going to go Jimbo. Yeah, I'll go Jimbo on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shu versus Ari, I will go Shu. So that would be 3-2 for APM this week. Right?
I think you picked for Not Justin.
Cheesy, Bone Masher, and Shu. Or did I say Pyro?
You said Pyro.
Okay. 3-2, Not Justin.
You went Beluga, Pyro, and Jim.
Yeah.
All good picks. Yeah. I also think Mr. Beluga is gonna win in the 1. I think Cheesy's gonna win in the 2. Pyro's a 3 seed now, and I'm proud to be the only loss that he took this season. Cherub versus Jimbo. I mean, Jimbo's cracked and he's playing in the 4. So I think Jimbo's gonna win. And Ari, I don't know much about Ari. But I know about Shu because I played him in Hero this season, and he's a very good player. I think I favor him. I'm probably I'm picking the exact same way as Neji. The classes I want to just look to see if like Bone Matcher has any like inherent advantage in the classes. And I would say I don't necessarily see like a glaring. I don't see like a glaring target lineup that could be made from Bone Masher. Yeah. So I think Pyro. I think if it's kind of even in like playing field, I think Pyro take the win. Bone Masher could surprise us and take the win. His team is 4-1 this season, although Not Justin is 2-1 and only 3 points behind. So they've had some big weeks in their wins and not losing much, but getting points in their losses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Not Justin's essentially just the Northeastern team this season. So
yeah.
All these students are attending or have attended.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, I think Beluga, he was on the varsity team with Dardar, and Justin is the pilot. So I'm going to give him the edge there because I know, obviously, Avi is cracked at Hearthstone, but it depends on which Avi you're going to get and how much he's playing. And if he's deck testing Avi or if he's, let's just goof around and bring funny stuff, Avi. I think Cheesy 10, obviously qualifying for the MTs is a good sign that you're going to succeed in THL. So I'm going to give him the win. Sorry, Bun. I don't, you know, you're my boy, but it's looking a bit unfavored for you this week. I'll give it to Pyro, and I don't know if Bone Masher's watching, he's probably asleep, but I'd respect ban the Paladin there. That's my one advice, because otherwise, I don't think you're winning the week.
I think he'd be up right now. I mean, Reverb's here. Hello, Reverb, and he's also from Australia, so I figure that Bone Masher is probably somewhere in the middle of his morning, almost afternoon.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely respect ban the the Paladin there. I will give the 4 seed to Jimbo. and I'm giving the 5 seed to Chewbacca. So 3-2 to APM. So I think it's another close week for not Justin, and they're gonna
Yeah.
keep succeeding in there. They may be losing, but they're getting like a good amount of points each week. So could sneak into playoffs with a negative record overall.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't matter how you get there. We take those.
100%. All right, so that is our silver conference match. Next, we have our final conference, the gold conference. Diamond has sniped a real good match for us this week.
Boom, boom, boom.
But-
Yeah, I chose the team that I've subbed for every week, so I'm pretty sure Canoe. Well, I've subbed for Canoe like the past 2-3 weeks. He's not playing against Boolean, but of course Pee Wee winning. That I would have predicted that anyways. I think Nails is winning as well. Don't know what's going on with Sheepies in Standard, or sorry, in Legacy. I know in Pro he's lighting it up and leading his team, so unsure of what's going on there. Anyways, I think Geranium wins. I'll give Boolean the win because I'm not sure of who's subbing in yet, so it's really hard to obviously say who's going to
Oh.
win that match.
Okay.
And then I'll give the 5 seed to Roofski because I've never heard of the 5 seed on Flame Pimps.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head with like the winners. I thought Canoe was gonna play this week, and I was tempted to give. I'd say like if Canoe was actually playing, he's pretty damn good. I would
Yeah.
I would definitely say it would be even more even than their PRs look, and their PRs are pretty close. But not knowing who the sub is, unless they get like a super cracked four seed sub, I think Bully has like a chance to win, and then Roofski as well. I'm gonna pick the same top 3 for Pee Wee's team. Nails is cracked and he's a 2 seed. Uranium is cracked and he's a 3 seed who could easily play up to the 2 or 1. And then Roofski's a very good player. So yeah, I definitely would favor Agent Pee Wee's team here.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think Agent Pee Wee is going to win. Oh, wait, he already won. Easy prediction.
There you go.
Nails, I'm pretty sure he's rank 1 legend right now, so we'll go with Nails.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, rank 1 legend.
I was
rank 1
wondering about
legend
rank
2
2.
seed.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to say Sheepies breaks the 0-5 streak this week and gets a W. I'm going to say
Nice.
Boolean wins, and then we'll go Roofski. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I think the way that the legacy conferences kind of seem to be playing out, I'd say a bit more polarized than Hero is, and that is obviously due to the fact that there's different conferences. But if anything, Red Conference seems to be like there are teams in every conference that can vie for that fourth spot now. Actually, looking at it, there's a few teams that seem kind of out of it, but generally speaking, there's like every team has a chance. Like in Silver, most teams have a chance in Red, and all but one in Gold have a chance at playoffs. You'll love to see it. Standard THL Degenerates having a uncharacteristic down season. And the Stubs having a down season as well. I say probably the most surprising team to be doing poor is Redfish in Silver. But I mean, every other team in Silver Conference is strong. So, see how the rest of that plays out. Anyways, we are gonna go and do our commercial break now. And Diamond has offered to do that for us. So if you want to go ahead and read away.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning into Tavern Talk. If you're enjoying our show, make sure you check out Around the Saloon and the Maniac Mondays as well. They alternate, and then you could join Raw Mexico for the 2-week Saloon next week. I know that's going to be a very hype one. What else? And those. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very bad at reading.
You don't have to read it word for word.
All right. Thank you. There you go. Apologies. So if you're wondering, there's more content from Thursday to Sunday at 8 to 9 p.m. We stream THL matches, and I know on Thursday there's Wild and Out as well now, which is the Wild show. But there's more content, especially on the weekends. We have School Stones, which are about in the afternoon, I would say, Pacific time. So also some matches that you might not be able to see sometimes on stream. And then if you would consider subscribing to the Twitch channel, so we can obviously run shows like this and more content, it helps covers the cost of operating the website and improve the quality of our streams and content. And then I see someone asking our chat, what's Twitch Prime? Well, if you have Amazon Prime/Prime Game, you can sub to the channel for free. So hit that heart button and keep the notifications on to make sure you catch our team streams live. We appreciate each and every one of you. Special note to our viewers, check out THL's other social media points of interest, the website teamheartlegends.com, the Twitter THL_HS, and in the Discord. And then also remember that the THL POW podcast comes out occasionally, time pending. And then also to check the Players of the Week blog as well.
For sure.
I'm not as speedy as some of my people I've casted with in the past, but we try here.
Oh yeah, we try. For sure. And yeah, Reaper, he does have the diamond above his bed.
I do. It's called the branding reverb. Welcome.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before.
All right.
Quite epic, in my opinion.
So, next series we're gonna go into is Pro, and Pro is our open deck list conquest format. It's where the most cracked standard teams go to play. And we have some bangers for the week. I just have to get it all set up. So I know the first match we're gonna have is the one that I picked out, which is gonna be defending champions Bread Ape versus Faction.
Ooh, okay.
Not bad.
Yeah. Here we go. Gonna swap the screens over. So this is interesting. Bread Ape has not slowed down from last season. They are continuing. They are 3-1 with 68 points. They have played more weeks in Faction and have more points than them. That is something you don't like to see. Honestly.
Unless you're a Bread Ape fan.
Yeah, besides Bread Ape fans, for sure. Matchups we have is Heat Shock versus Unholy Murloc in the 1, Valdez versus Flying Kraken in the 2 spot, C-Mac versus Classy Sug in the 3 spot. C-Mac's right at home there in that 3. Got Avi in the 4 versus Foggy 8, and Ufric versus Unlimited Power in the 5. Very interesting matchup that both, like, Faction has lost 4 weeks, but a lot of their players have 2 wins. They just haven't been able to all put together the wins in the same week, it looks like. Because generally teams who have records like that, I would expect to essentially be 2 and 3. As for the individual matchups, Heatshock versus Unholy Murloc. I think Heatshock has found his groove in this expansion. I think he's going to continue to win. Valdez versus Kraken. Ooh, that's a close matchup. I think I'm going to side with Valdez on this one. C-Mac versus Classy Thug. I'll give it to C-Mac. Holder of the 1000th diamond ping himself. And then Avi versus Foggy 8, I'll give it to Foggy. And then Ufric versus Unlimited Power. I think that's a super close match. Could go either way. Both players kind of struggling to start the season. I'm gonna say Power takes it, and it's gonna go 3-2 for Bread Ape.
Yeah, I mean, we have one team that's doing really well, one team that's struggling. But I do think this is going to be a close one. I'm going to give it to Unholy Murloc in the 1 seed, Valdez in the 2, Classy Thug in the 3, Foggy in the 4, and Ufric in the 5. So I think Faction is going to take the win this week and finally get some much needed points.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. how did Faction get Unholy Murloc into this series? That's what I've been thinking
Yeah.
since the very beginning. That guy's like, I've learned he's 6'9" according to Pascoa.
So
Absolute giant.
he's the tallest dude in THL.
It's either him or Cardin 6'8", right?
Gordon is
I-
like 6'7", 6'8". Yeah, they're both very
Okay,
tall.
so yeah, I think the largest player in THL, and I don't know if you guys already touched on it. Yeah, the fact that their records almost swapped, but only 7 points behind is like very interesting. But I'm gonna give it to Unholy Murloc. Yeah, classic Nails Flame of Neji.
Nails is roasting Neji for mixing up the teams he picked.
So I'm gonna give
Mhm.
Unholy Murloc the win for Faction in the 1, Baldus in the 2, C-Mech in the 3, Foggy in the 4, and Ufric in the 5. So that is a 3-2 to Bread Ape because the reigning champs are against a decent team, but I think they're better. That's my analysis.
Nice. You'll love to see it. So next match we go continuing our in the Black Conference with Neji's pick. So see what Neji thinks about his team.
All right. Yeah, we have For the Clowns versus Make Love Not Warcraft, and Easy 5-0. GG. No.
You think your 5 seeds winning? Guys,
Oh yeah. Sorry, the 4-1.
Oh, damn! We're throwing Shep under the bus.
Oh, we have to. If Shep loses this week, he's off the team.
That's true.
Really?
It's been
You
stated.
can't lose
Yep.
to the 05 player. You're
You
out.
can't.
Oh no!
No.
For some
okay, I'll
reason,
do
I
like
made
an
the-
actual.
Are we gonna be able to
analysis.
get Are we gonna be able to get another clown like Buck or Show?
That requires Buckhat to reinstall Hearthstone
Oh.
after 6 months.
Dang! Yeah, no, never
Who-
mind.
Who else could you poach from my team that still plays Hearthstone? I think you got him. Maybe Dabs.
Oh yeah,
That's
Bobby
the-
Bobby Dabs. Yeah,
That's the last one.
Oh, that's true.
yeah, that's the last clown.
You
Or
do your
last
actual
for the boy. Yeah.
analysis.
All right, we have Nails versus Pocket Train. It's gonna be a good match. I'm gonna say if Nails is rank 1 when he plays his match, he wins. If he's rank 2, he definitely loses. So I would stay rank 1 if you want to win the match. Second, we have Pascoa and Sergeant Teabag. I'm gonna say Pascoa wins. Super Chicken versus Bat Maziel. Super Chicken's gonna win. Me versus Draco Cat. I'm gonna win. And Shep versus Flawless Slays. Shep's gonna lose. So,
This dude's already
we
planning his
have-
next teammate.
We have 3-2 for Clowns if Nails is rank 2, and 4-1 if Nails is rank 1. There you go.
Nice, nice.
All right, you be the voice of reason here, Fish. What do you think?
Dang, Pocket Train versus Nails is a super interesting matchup. I'm not gonna base it off if Nails is rank 1 or 2.
Why not?
That's a great way to
I mean, it's
see
it's
the
really
issue with that.
inventive, but like,
Smart their way
I
around.
think, I don't know. It's tough because like Nails is just a cracked player, but Pocket Train has shown that he's also like pretty cracked. He's been putting in work this season for a team that's been struggling, and looks like they've had some subs come in and out. I guess Bat Masil has just been subbing in every week and hasn't been made a perma sub because he's 1-3, or maybe he's been hopping teams. I don't know. I think I'll say Pocket Train in the one. I'll give a little bit of a spicy pick. Give Nail some motivation. Pascoa versus Sergeant Teabag. Pascoa, dude is cracked, and I think he's gonna win. Chicken versus Bat Masil. I'll give it to Chicken. Neji versus Draco Cat. Yeah, I don't know about this guy in the 4.
Oh,
No, I think
Master thrower.
Neji versus Draco. If Neji doesn't get high rolled, he wins.
Wow.
you already have a John already.
Sounds like Hearthstone.
No, I think Neji's gonna win. Draco's a good player. And it's cool to see him playing pro. He's 0-2 so far, so he's struggling. And Neji, I have not been keeping up with with the way your matches have been going, but you had a rough start. So it seems like you're doing okay at 2-2, and then Shep versus Slays. Man, I got, unlike Neji, I gotta go for his teammate. I'm gonna go for Shep. So 4-1 for the Clowns.
I mean, Shep stole my 5 seed, so it's kind of doomed for me.
Yeah, Neji can't farm the 5 anymore. But he'll just do it in the 4 seed. Because you held the 1 last season, so
it's true.
Yeah, so
imagine disrespecting the 1 seed captain.
You're not the 1 seed.
I was for a whole season. What do you want from me?
Hey, there.
All right. Diamond's turn.
Oh, it's my turn. All right, what do we think? Let's start at the bottom. I'm pretty sure Shep just loses this week. That's me being serious. Purely because the kid's too busy with school to play Hearthstone.
Oh, okay.
I saw him play yesterday. He's playing a deck I didn't appreciate. Not sure.
Yeah,
Neji,
questionable.
Neji's gonna lose the week if he doesn't ban Demon Hunter this week. Otherwise, he loses because of a game 5 Demon Hunter.
Oh, true.
Super Chicken, easy dub. Kid's cracked.
Yeah.
And then Pascal as well, easy dub. I think that we keep talking about Nails Pocket Trade. I think it's a genuine flip.
Yeah, it is.
Because for one hand, someone's rank 1 and the other's European. So I mean, it's a really 50-50 here. I think that match should be, if they can, of course. I think that'd be a really good match to get streamed. But I'll give it to Nails. Nails has spent. He lets me ask him dumb questions, and he responds politely, which I appreciate. So that's Nails, Pasco, a chicken winning, Neji winning if he bans DH, and Shep just losing because he doesn't do his laundry. And he's right there.
He say this man stinks. Oh lord.
No, it was on his notepad. He didn't see it.
No.
To-do list, and it was just laundry.
He's too busy on campus.
Nice. All right. Cool.
Hey, these are the takes you don't get to normally see.
I love this. I love these takes. There are no dumb questions unless your Neji says Nails. True. All right. We've got one more match to go through. And this is Diamond's Pro Series pick, which is also his team.
Yes, of course.
No.
Who else would it be?
All right.
Yeah, see, our name is so good, we're not even on the screen. That's how good of a team we are. Alright, let's think. Alright, Donkey's just winning this week. Like, the guy's a monster. And he's actually, like, the team was made. This is just Dardar's dream. Because Dardar's like, let's get myself, Total Orange, and also Enrico. But Enrico's is permanently out of the season. He's done Hearthstone. So Refla's coming in. My sub guy from last season. I was like, yo, can you sub this week? And he said, sure. So he's gonna sub in this week. So let's start from the bottom. I think Aquaman's gonna win. I think currently, I know he's playing some BGs right now, but the guy went second in the collegiate tournament. I know it has no scale in THL. That's just, I think he knows what's going on in this meta and can play the good decks.
Yeah.
At a decent level. I think Refla's gonna come in since there's no data on him. No one's gonna know what to expect. So like he also gets the win here. Total Orange versus Chewy. I'm not sure where Total Orange is from, but I know him and Chewy are homies, so I'm gonna also give it a Total Orange. Dardar, I mean it's Dardar, like probably one of the best players in TGL. Like that's just consistently done well. So yeah, we gotta give it to him. If I'm not giving it to him, I'm throwing. But who else? And then Donkey, I already said Donkey.
Yeah.
Because I think Donkey's just like so good right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people realize like how good he is right now.
Yeah, I just don't know much about. I don't know much about the European players. And I know Donkey like last season was doing really well on a super struggling team. With Aeon. My issue is personally when judging this match is I do not know 4 out of the 5 players on Undivided. I know Magnificent. I know Mech from other series, and I've seen him play, and he's pretty good. I think Donkey and Dardar definitely win. I think I also don't know much about Total Orange, but if Diamond's giving him the ups, I'll also do that. Refla versus Magnificent. I'm gonna back Mech. I'm gonna say he wins, and then I don't know much about Dreadhead, and I know Aquaman. I do know that he got second place, and he was pretty much piloting by himself for most of the tournament. Going against other extremely good players, some that we know from THL. So I think Aquaman's will take it. So I'll say 4-1.
We have a diamond team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 5-0 undivided. GG.
Oh, shoot.
Wrap it up, boys.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Actually, second thought. 4-1 for Diamond's team. I think Chewy's gonna win, and I think everyone else is gonna win on Diamond's team.
Yeah.
Nice. All
Sorry,
right. We really like Diamond's team. We really like Diamond teams this season in general, as I think we all picked for his team to win in Hero as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is that's it for the matches. We don't have any other matches to cover. If we can, I guess we'll look at the Pro Series standings since we have a little bit of time here. And
Wow, that was a speed. That's another little bit of a fun fact because our team is like there's the points look close, but we're also a week behind.
yeah,
So in 4 weeks we have more than them. Oh, Reverb's on Pain Merchants, right?
yeah.
That's
Reverb is on the Aussie Pro Mafia.
we can have a Pro Series openly. Neji, what do you say? Some of those teams are on the bye this week. I will say I like Aussie Pain Merchants and going in because I'm a bit of a Maxi Bond fan myself.
Yeah,
So seeing the Aussies and Pro do well, and it
For
goes to
sure.
show that unlike certain teams last season, that Wild players can do well in Pro.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's funny because they have because Bowmaster has all his teams with the APM, some APM like acronym. So like it's the Pain Merchants in Wild, it's the Pro Mafia in
anyone playing Maestro.
yeah, anyone playing Maestra, and All Pros missing.
Pretty good names.
And the Pro team and the Wild team are both all Australian players, but the other two teams are not.
Just a mix of.
They're just a mix of THL players, yeah. Yeah, it looks like everything's pretty close. Brushy Tuna has that extra week, but they're going on bye, and I still think they're going to be pretty far ahead of the other teams after this week. But I expect for the Clowns and Bread Ape, to make a good push. And Sushi Rats as well, also being 3-1. The 3-1 teams can definitely catch up and get decently close to Brushy Tuna on points. In the Pink Conference, Sheepies is also pretty far ahead, but they're not quite as far ahead of the other Pink Conference teams after this week. I don't think that they can get overtaken. No, I think they can get overtaken in points if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think they'll be in first place after this week, just based on how points end up playing out for whichever teams win. But it's a pretty tight race. It's a pretty tight race in Pink Conference. In general.
Yeah, it's like right now, Mancurk's multiple wise because I know they actually have Dab subbing this week, but
I saw that.
it's
Yeah.
them, Poem Locked, and Gru is just like they're all in the 40s, and then everyone else is on their 70s.
Yeah.
It's like they've all had their buys, so maybe, but also F12 has had their buy and they're at 70 points.
F12 and your team both off their buys and have 17.5 or higher points a week. So yeah, those two teams are killing it.
For sure. And it's really hard. That's why I'm a fan of buys, kind of, but I'm also not because of this. It's really hard to tell mid-season who's
for sure
actually looking because no one looks at the stats.
Yeah, so when they introduced the 2 weeks of 1 or the 2 weeks of interconference play and Legacy, it made a lot of people feel happy that we don't have a bye.
Yeah, I'd rather play then. Well, sometimes the buys are cool, but it's also like
Yeah.
sometimes the buys just don't work.
Yeah. And then you don't want to be that team who sits on the bye the last week and just has to wait and see if your team makes playoffs. If you're already, because like you're generally going to be in the hunt unless your team is. I mean, if your team's already out of it and you're the last bye team, then it feels bad. But yeah, I think that every series is shaping up really well. And I'm excited to see. We're gonna flip back over to the host screen. Excited to see how things play out this season. So yeah, we're kind of at the end of the show. I will give the floor to both of you before I do the final wrap up. So, Diamond, any final words?
Yeah, I think this was a good show. We actually finished the Tavern Talk below an hour. World record, I know. Me and Neji should be permanent members of this show. Look how quick we were. We get some
It's
hot
true.
takes too. No, I think this was a good show, and then I think this week could teach other some really exciting matches. Hopefully, you can see them on stream. Tomorrow's Wildland Now. If you want to see your wild content, Marty's right on that show pretty well. I don't know if you and Tom are the hosts, but you were the
No,
last
it
2
won't be
weeks.
this week.
Okay.
We've done it.
And
He and I
then
have been every other week so far.
Lotus, I know it's not yet, but Lotus has some stuff in the works coming for School Stones that should excite, and that's something to look forward to if the plan goes through of what he's planning. So there's
Nice.
a little bit of a content nugget for the viewers.
Awesome. All right, Neji, I'll give you the floor for final thoughts.
Yeah, it was a fun show, and all my teams are going to win this week. So if you're against them, unlucky, GG. And other than that, have a good night.
Awesome. All right. So we have some matches this weekend. I'll give my absolute final words after I run through the matches. Friday night fights. Looks like we only have the BG's lobby so far. It'll probably be Saku and Corridon. There's still 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. slots open if you want to play your matches. Then contact Saku. Thursday Throwdown, I should also say, is looking for matches. We have been looking for matches for 2 weeks now. If you're playing Thursday night, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you want to be on stream, contact me and I'll get you on stream. Casters will be Heat Shock. It'll either be Heat Shock and Owl or Heat Shock and myself. Salty Saturday, we have Legacy Silver match. It's going to be Saku from Amberflight Gaming versus Jim Falos from Hot Zilfs. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Jim has played on stream all that much, so it's really, really cool to see him actually play on stream. It's going to be interesting. And then School Stone, Saturday. If you want your wild match casted, you can contact me. You can contact NHL/MartyB, or you can contact Lotus Knight, and I'm sure we can get you on. And we have myself and a bunch of other wild casters. Sunday School Stone, we have a Legacy Red match. No, we don't. That's from the previous week, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we have anything for Sunday School Stone yet. But Sunday Showdown, 8 p.m. Legacy Series Silver, Mojo Powell from Wallet Warriors versus 2 Fly of Redfish. And then 9 p.m. will be BG's. So they have Dollar Bills and Myanodon and Saku for the standard match for the 8 p.m. match. Then 9 p.m. will be Steffi and Saku holding down Battlegrounds. We got a good slate, but we still have a lot of open slots if you want to play this weekend. This upcoming couple of days in the weekend. So go ahead, contact Saku, myself, or Lotus Knight, and we can get you scheduled in. And that's it for the matches and the upcoming stuff. Obviously, oh, you're playing on stream Sunday afternoon versus Always Lethal. It was not on the sheet. I am very sorry. Lotus has not updated his side of things, unfortunately.
Lotus is a busy guy.
Yeah, Lotus is very busy right now, but we're gonna have Nails versus Always Lethal in Hero. So that's gonna be Bands Make 'em Dance versus oh, I forget what team Always Lethal is on. Unfortunately, let me go quickly look. I want to say he plays for I don't think he's on Skirt.
Masked.
He's on Masked. Oh, he is the one of the A's in Masked. That makes sense. I'm sure he put it in chat. Thank you, Always Lethal. I'm terrible with team names sometimes. But yeah, I'm sure that'll be posted when it's gonna be going up. Posted in the live content when that's gonna be played out. So definitely tune in for that match. High level hero series match. So that's our show for the week. We reached the hour mark just because of my ramblings at the end. But this has been a lot of fun, guys. For sure, I'm sure next week we'll be back with our usual crew. And maybe a guest as well. So thank you for tuning in. Hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their night. And we'll see you all for the next stream. Stay safe, everyone.
Greeting, traveler.
I have no time for games.
The end is coming! Who am I?
Let me change your mind.